And you're live. In 5, none, 3, right now, 2,
Wow.
1, go.
Greetings, majestic miracles. Boston Mary Chef don't give folk no time. Can't give no water, none of that. Just let's go. Let's get it going.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
It's Voice Tuesday.
Woo!
Here in Ebony Warrior Land on Voice Tuesday. Every day we celebrate ourselves, okay? And we celebrate a different part of ourselves. Yesterday was Heart Day. Hear each adjustment, respect truth. You are the truth. I am the truth. We are the truth. Today is a Voice Day. Vibrations of important creative energy. Voice. That's us. We're vibrations of important boom. Yeah. And it went right down. We are vibrations of important creative energy. And today, I'm sharing with you, Majestic Miracles, the cards that I pull. And anybody else who heals this way, or if this heals you in any kind of way, then roll with it, fly with it, walk with it, go with it, be it. And if it don't, leave it.
We got to trademark that.
If it don't flow, don't go. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm using the Goddess Power Oracle today. And the Goddess.
You should have your microphone plugged up.
You can't hear me?
They probably can.
Oh.
You're talking very low.
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm so loud. I done lowered my volume. Okay, I pulled Lilith first. Lilith 29, which is 11, and 11 is the open realms that are taking place. If everybody's feeling accelerated, like, what the hell is going on? You know, we just had this Beaver moon, this new moon coming, and it is acceleration time. And it feels like everything's going fast, only because we've been sitting around not listening to what we're supposed to be doing, or what we were born to do, I would say. So, if things feel like they're speeding up, great. Get going. Get it happening. So, Lilith is the goddess of independence. I'm going to show that one more time. All right. The Jewish goddess Lilith refused to be dominated by the first man, and as a result, was called a demon. And the stories about her that followed. These inaccurate and damaging stories are so old and repeated so often that no one recognizes how pervasive their implications are. From another perspective, Lilith offers this lesson. No one can prevent you from fully blooming, from learning all you can, from evolving and choosing freedom. Only your conditioned thinking can do that. And I'm just glad to read that one more time for myself and anybody else who needs to hear it. It's Voice Day. No one can prevent you from fully blooming, from learning all that you can, from evolving and choosing freedom. Only your conditioned thinking can do that. Be proud, be accountable, claim your power, and hold it wisely. Right now, you are in an excellent position to attract healthy, interdependent, collaborative relationships that truly serve the highest good. Friendships flourish with mutual respect and support. Love relationships bloom with ample space for both parties to grow, or all parties to grow, whatever your flow is. Business ventures thrive in service to the greater good. Okay, excuse me, y'all. Let me grab my help with sights. Working on my lighting. All right. Business ventures thrive to service to the greater good. The goddess Lilith wants to show you the way to claim a healthy self-worth and self-respect by refusing to let your old stories keep you, keep you down. You will be amazed at how deep, meaningful, and respectful your experience becomes in all areas of your life when you make choices from a place of empowered independence. The alignment message from Goddess Lilith. Do you sometimes fear being independent? You may have been conditioned to believe the only way to have close relationships is to become enmeshed and entangled with others. Do you long for independence and breathing space, yet fear that you should choose to detach from unhealthy companions or situations? You'll need courage for the alignment task that Lilith asks of you. Walk away and establish a more empowered sense of self by saying no to these relationships that drain your life force. No is the beginning of self-respect, people. That is for me and all of us. No is the beginning of self-respect. Say no as a sentence. It's okay. Sometimes people attract drama into their lives to avoid accountability. Enabling this dynamic helps you avoid the responsibility that's required when you have no one else to blame for the conditions of your life. Other people's chaos become a smokescreen that muddies the real truth. Deep down, you're afraid of the consequences of taking charge of your life. However, all is not lost. You will not be here reading these words if you weren't ready or strong enough to make these changes. You are leveling up your life. Lilith is beside you to lend you the strength and courage to do the right thing for yourself and others. Again, Lilith, the realms are open. 29, 1, 1, and 1 and 1 equals 2. It's the number of unity, togetherness, and calling forth your tribe, as well as collaboration. It's time to collaborate with the self. The next card, Goddess Oshun, the goddess of generosity. 40 and 4 is fire, water, air, earth, because that's what we are. We are fire, we are water, we are air, we are earth. Nothing can compare to our worth because we are divine brave. The empowerment message from Oshun. There is a universal law that centers on unrestrained generosity and flow. Oshun, the benevolent Yoruban river goddess, the representation of nourishment, health, healing, fertility, and prosperity, reminds you that life herself has given to you freely. You have been offered air to breathe, water to drink, food to eat, and shelter to sleep in. So it is your task to give freely of yourself, no matter how big or small the act, without expectation of receiving anything in return. The goddess Oshun encourages you to allow gratitude to permeate everything you do right now, even the smallest of opportunities and gestures. The very experience of giving and being generous with your heart, time, and money, assistance, kindness, and care will provide more value than you can ever imagine. And when you release all attachment to the outcome, you will be surprised to see how the good fortune you have bestowed on others comes back to you tenfold. Oshun reminds you that this is a truth that has existed since time began and will continue until the world's end. The alignment message. Sometimes you may fall prey to fears about whether you will get what you need, so you worry about money or love, and you begin withholding. You might find yourself being overly restrictive and beginning to hoard for a rainy day. Oh, excuse me. Do you know you cut off generous Oshun's flow of potential when you allow yourself to be convinced that there is not enough? Because that is an untruth, because we are in fact more than enough. So we call forth everything that we need with our words. The truth is, when you begin to be forgive me, I got it. The truth is, when you begin to be miserably with your time and your affection and your gifts, you will see little in return, as all you begin to notice is what isn't there instead of what is present. In this moment, the goddess Oshun wants to offer you this alignment task. You can't expect the great goddess to be generous with you if you show her that you don't trust the flow of her generosity. Now is the time to do opposite of what we fear. When we feel that there is not enough money, spend it to signal that our trust is in abundance. If we feel unloved, we are to ask, who can we love and where can we show our loving care? Even a kind gesture made to a stranger sends the signs that we do trust the generosity that's of this world. Let's not wait to get what we want. Let's give away and set our intentions for what we choose to see. And we will be amazed at how things turn around. The goddess Oshun has only our best interests at heart. Goddess Oshun.
Thank you.
And the third and last goddess is Shakti, the goddess of transformation. Number 45. Woo, woo, woo. That's my number. 45. Which equals 9. And 9 is the number of our divine self. We are divine brave. 9 is also the number of rebirth. It's also the number of harvest, because that's the season that we are in, is a rebirth and a harvest time. Empowerment message from Shakti. Wonderful change is afoot in our lives when the Hindu goddess Shakti comes to support us. All of our loving desires and focus on something better in our life, coupled with our willingness to do the work, has ignited the life force energy of this great goddess. She responds now to bring us our heart's desire. Know that now is the perfect time to move into the highest version of ourselves. Are we ready for this change that we so badly want? Everything depends on how honest and how clear that we have been, and how willing we are to explore other ways of being authentic in this world. We have the magical, feminine, divine energy of the creator goddess Shakti to help us when we become open to doing things differently. L-E-E. You are stepping into your destiny. Do so wisely and without guile. And you will be amazed at the way that our world awakens with breathtaking beauty. The alignment message from Shakti. Sometimes people and situations come into our life as a kind of change agents that turn our life upside down. What is our thought? Was it real? And what's expected is challenged by someone else's perspective or behavior, which we have no control over. We cannot control what other people do. We can, however, control how we respond or react to what is done. This can be painful and deeply confusing, but the creator goddess Shakti wants to offer us her guidance. Can we see how everything that is off balance is serving us now, helping us to open up old wounds so that we can finally heal those wounds? When we're seeking change, there's a magical metamorphosis that forms in our life, and it's better for ourselves and the ones that we love. Right now, our alignment task is to love that part of ourselves that sabotages our efforts to move forward, because we can sometimes be self-sabotagers. Only because we think we're not worthy of love. However, we are worthy of love because we are love. Oh, excuse me. Love the insecure you. Love the insecure you, the one that is jealous, the one that sees not enough, when the world is truly full of potential. Life loves you. Life loves me. Life loves us. So, the feminine aspect of the universe, of the great goddess herself, all of our angels, all of our essence guides, all of the helpers that have been called to our life to help us to learn and grow on this path are here to remind us that we came here as a spiritual being, learning to co-create a world anew. And we must remember that. We must remember that life loves us and supports us. And it really is what we say it is. And on Boys Day, we are mindful how much we speak life to ourselves, how much we do not speak life to ourselves. We're mindful of our speech on Boys Day because oftentimes the things that are happening in our life or the places that we are in is because of something that we said, something that we thought, and then manifested with our words, because we truly create our world with words. And we think that words stop once we say it. But the truth about words are their vibrations, and words can go through doors. Words can travel overseas. You can send a word to another country that will penetrate and pierce and crush or heal, because that's truly what we're here for. And our words heal or hurt. So, on Boyd's Day in Ebony Warrior Land, excuse me, I have to refresh myself as I am water. We choose to use our words for healing. We choose to speak life. We choose to uplift each other with our words. We choose to know how important we are and how helpful, how healing, or how hurtful and how damaging our words can be. So we use our words wisely. L-E-E. I just cracked me up, I know.
Okay.
And yes, I laugh a lot because I choose laughter also as a form of healing. It is hot in here, y'all. I feel so dry.
Plus, you're sitting on the heater.
Oh, that's probably my. I am sitting on the heater. However, that's because I'm always cold. I think I should dress like summertime, even in the winter in East Chicago.
Yes,
Indiana.
we see.
I am a summer junkie. We just feel like we should be in a hot climate. Listen, and I'm calling it forth. I'm using my words to call in some heat. Okay? I am setting my intention. So I just rolled through here, flew by Facebook land to let us know and remind us and help us to hear that we are vibrations of important creative energy. We do matter. Our words do matter. What we say can change our life today, tomorrow, next week. So choose wisely what we say, because our voice matters. So go change your world with what you say. Much love and master peace.